Hello all, I welcome you all to this session of Basic Thermodynamics. Today we will talk about other types of work. The other types of work which we are going to discuss today are electrical work, shaft work, pedal wheel work, or we also call it as steering work, flow work, work done during stretching of a wire, work done in changing the area of a surface film, we also call it as surface tension work, then magnetization work or magnetization of paramagnetic field. Now first what we will talk about is electrical work. If you recall, while discussing about the thermodynamic work, we differentiated between the mechanics definition of work and thermodynamics definition of work. In mechanics definition of work, we defined the work is done only when there is displacement. But when it comes to thermodynamics work, there need not to be displacement. If one can imagine a displacement work by replacing it by a motor type of an arrangement, then we called it as thermodynamic work. For example, the first example which we are taking is electrical work. So we have a system of resistor here. The current I flows, resistor gets heated up. Okay. Now, if you consider this as like in mechanics definition of work, there is no displacement. So if there is no displacement, there is no work in mechanics, right? But whereas if one can imagine, if I replace this resistor by a motor, then I can have a pulley arrangement, then I can lift a weight, then there is a displacement. So in this case you have a work transfer. So there is a displacement, there is a work transfer. So one need not to make the change. If one can imagine that this can be replaced with a motor and then you can use it to raise a weight, then it can also be called as work. So you need not to make the change. If one can imagine, it is also called as work. In this case, it is called as electrical work. So consider a system of resistor through which the current I flows. So this is a resistor. Then you can replace it with a motor and use it to raise a weight. Then work transfer, as per thermodynamic definition of work, we call it as a work transfer. So derive an expression for work transfer for the system of resistor. So work transfer is given by delta W 1 to 2 integrate the voltage potential or voltage difference and charge in coulombs. Okay, voltage potential or voltage difference into charge in coulombs. Then we also know the expression for the current is given by charge with respect to time, that is dC by dt. So dC can be written as I into dt. Substitute this expression back to the equation 1, call this as equation 1. Then what we get is work transfer is given by E into I dt. If you are interested in knowing rate of work transfer or work transfer with respect to time, or we also call it as power. So in this case it is electric power. So electric power you are dividing it by with respect to time dt. So right hand side what you will dt will get cancelled and what you will remain with is integration of 1 to 2 E into I. The unit will be watts or joule per second. The next type of work which we are going to discuss is shaft work. So there will be a shaft and there will be a angular displacement. So in that case work transfer is given by the equation force into displacement. This is very simple equation which we already know. Then here the force is the torque which is in Newton meter and the displacement here is the angular displacement which is given by d theta. So angular displacement is d theta. So I am replacing force by the torque and displacement by d theta. So this is the equation what we get. Then rate of work done, as long as you use rate of work done, it is with respect to time or we call it as power. So this is the equation for work done. So if you want rate of work done, we are going to use or we are going to call it as power. So rate of work or power, we divide it by time. So torque into d theta by dt, where d theta by dt, that is angular displacement by time, is angular velocity, that is given by the name or the which is denoted by omega, where omega is also given by 2 pi n. So where n is revolution, 2 pi n. So replace that d theta by t by the value of omega, that is 2 pi n. What you get is 2 pi nt. So work done is given by the equation 2 pi nt. So now as long as you substitute, see this has no unit, the unit of torque is Newton meter and this is revolution. If you substitute revolution, what you get is the unit is joule, Newton meter. If you are substituting this with respect to time, that is revolution per minute, then what you will have is power. So always that is what you do. If you have total number of revolution in a trial, then the unit will be, because this has got no unit, if you are substituting it in revolution, then what unit you will have? Newton meter. If you are substituting this with respect to time, that is revolution per minute, so obviously you convert it into second, then the unit becomes Newton meter per second or joule per second, or you call it as watt. So be careful, when n is given in revolution, you get the answer in Newton meter. If you substitute it in revolution per minute, convert it to seconds. So if you have revolution per second, you need not to substitute it by or divide it by 60. Directly you will get the unit joule per second, that is watt. In other types of work, generally you will have to consider, take it into consideration, whether the work is done by the system or work is done on the system. So whenever you are calling it as a shaft work, be careful whether the work is done by the system, this equation will be positive. In some cases, for example in the next case which we are going to discuss, steering work, you will have to consider if the steering work will be generally done on the system. In that case you only have to put the negative sign. This is like in PDV work, you do not have to put the sign on your own. The work transfer equation you already have, then based on the the equation or the values what you have, you get the negative answer, then you say that the work is negative or work is done on the system. If you get the work positive, then you say that work is done by the system. Unlike that, here you will have to use your knowledge that whether the work is done on the system, then you go for putting the negative sign. If work is done by the system, then this will be a positive equation. In some cases you may find like this is minus 2 pi nt, because in that case it is done on the system. The next type of work which we are going to discuss is pedal wheel work or steering work. It is similar to the shaft work which we discussed, where you will have a displacement in angular displacement or a rotating element will be there. So that is what we are calling, it is a steering work or pedal wheel work. So consider a system of gas which is inside this a cylinder kind of an arrangement. You have a control volume which is denoted by the dotted line. Now you have you call it as a steerer or pedal wheel. So this can be rotated by a simple pulley and weight arrangement, or you can have a motor also, that doesn't matter. So what you need to understand here is work is done by the pedal wheel on the system. So this is our concentration. System of gas is there, and on that system of gas you have a pedal wheel which is working on it. So this is a very simple example, like a fan is a steerer, fan is working on the air. So if you consider the air inside this room as a system, then fan is doing steering work or pedal wheel work on the system or on the air of this room. So that is what it means. So we will go for the equation, same equation, work transfer is given by force into displacement. Here once again the displacement is d theta, that is angular displacement, and the force is torque. Replace it with force by torque and displacement by d theta. Then rate of work done, that is with respect to time, dw by dt. Then what you will have is on the right side also d theta by dt, where this is angular velocity, angular displacement by time is angular velocity omega, where omega can be written as 2 pi n. So replace with it 2 pi n, what you will have is 2 pi nt. So here we already know that the figure itself is representing the work is done on the system. So in that case we can definitely denote it by a negative sign. So whenever the work is done on the system, we know that the work transfer equation or the work will be negative. So if you don't consider this, you will get the answer positive, because torque cannot be negative or revolution cannot be negative. So you cannot neglect this sign. Know that whenever you are using these other types of work equation, you will have to put the negative or positive sign based on the, you have to decide whether the work is done on the system or work is done by the system. Okay, in this case definitely work is done on the system, you can use negative sign. So then if you are substituting revolution per minute, then it becomes, convert it to second, revolution per second, then it becomes Newton meter per second or joule per second, or it is also called as watt. If you are substituting it as total revolution, then what you will get is Newton meter or joule, because only this will have the unit torque in Newton meter. The next type of work which we are going to discuss is flow work. So this is generally associated with an open system. An open system is the one where there is a flow of mass, or mass crosses the system boundary. Unlike the closed system where only energy can cross the system boundary, whereas mass is fixed. So in open system, mass is crossing the system boundary. So flow work is associated with an open system. So consider an open system quite similar to this, where mass is entering from here and leaving here. So mass of the fluid which we are taking here is a small element which we are calling it as mass of fluid, and then we consider this as the, our system, and we have a control volume. So what is flow work? We define flow work by the amount of work that is needed or necessary in moving an element of fluid through a distance. So you are interested in knowing the amount of work which is necessary to move this element by a certain distance. That is what we are calling as flow work. So that is given by P into V, where P is pressure, the pressure by which you are trying to push that element into the control volume, and the volume of the element itself. So pressure multiplied by the volume will give you the flow work. So flow work is given by P into V, where pressure should be in Newton per meter square and volume of the element will be in meter cube. So meter square get cancelled out, and what you will have is Newton meter or joule. So flow work is the amount of work which is necessary to move an element by a distance. This is generally associated with open systems. The next type of work which we are going to discuss is work done in stretching of a wire. So we have a wire, we are trying to stretch it out by applying the tensile force on both the sides. Don't mind whether even it is a compressive stress. In both the cases, work is done on the wire. So work transfer equation will be negative for sure, because work is done on the wire. So that is what we are saying, work done in stretching of a wire. So what we know is, in this case, work transfer is given by force into displacement, given the limits between 1 and 2. Okay, force into displacement. So in this case, we are much interested in the stress So let us know what is the equation for stress. Stress is given by force by area. So by the way, call this as equation 1. Stress is given by force by area. Stress is also given by, or we know that the Young's modulus, we know the equation for Young's modulus, which gives us the relation between stress and strain. That is, Young's modulus is denoted by capital E, that is stress by strain. Strain we are denoting it by epsilon. There are two equations here. In both the cases, you do one thing, solve this equation for stress. That is, stress is equal to Young's modulus into strain. So call this as equation 2. Then we can substitute the value of stress to equation 2. Substitute in equation 2. What we get? Young's modulus into strain is equal to force by area, or force can be written as Young's modulus then strain into area. So we got an expression for force by solving these two equations. One is stress is given by force by area, and also the Young's modulus, which gives the relationship between stress and strain. So by using these two expressions, we solved it for force. So use this expression in equation 1. So whatever the expression we have got for force, we are interested in substituting this expression into equation 1. Substitute value of F in equation 1. Let us see what we get. Work transfer is given by integration, then force is Young's modulus, strain, area, and dl is there. Okay. We also know that, what we know, that is strain is given by change in length to original length. So here we have dl. So solve this for dl. dl is equal to L into de. Now substitute the value of dl. Substitute the value of dl in equation 3. Call this as equation 3. Then work transfer will be equal to integration Young's modulus, then strain, area, then in case of dl you are substituting L into d epsilon. Young's modulus, area, then length, you will be integrating it with epsilon d epsilon. Now integrate this, what you get is Young's modulus, area, length. After integrating, you get epsilon square by 2, then integration limit 1 to 2. Then E A L epsilon 2 square minus epsilon 1 square divided by 2. So this is the work transfer equation in stretching of a wire. Since the work is done on the wire, you can consider putting a negative sign. So you can consider this negative sign at the beginning of the equation as well. All you should know is this is a work which is done on the system. We will discuss the next type of work, that is work done in changing the area of a surface film. We already know that the surface tension is a tensile force acting on surface of a fluid. For example, if there is a water, on the surface of water, few of the insects are able to walk on water. That is because of the reason water surface acts like a membrane under tension. That is what we call it as surface tension. Because of the reason, you can, if you can place a needle, if you place it carefully, it can float on the water, because the surface what it is there, it is going to act like a membrane under tension and it can sustain certain weight. Few of the insects also you might have seen, they are able to walk on water. Okay, this is the reason, because surface tension is the property of the fluid. It is acting like a membrane because there is a differential force of attraction. For example, on the other side of the water you have air, whereas the molecules on the surface, if you take the molecules on the surface, one side they are exposed to air, on the other side they are exposed to the same liquid itself. So the attraction or the cohesiveness, what you call it as, between the liquid to liquid molecules is greater than what it is exposed on the other side. That is, the attraction to the air for the surface molecules is lesser as compared to the attraction by the liquid molecules. So this is with respect to the molecules which are there on the surface. So obviously the molecules which are on the surface, they are trying to be pulled towards the liquid. So because of which, what you have is the surface of the liquid which will be trying to move towards or trying to act like a membrane which will be under tension. So that property we call it as surface tension. This property comes into picture when you have liquids which are immiscible. That means two liquids are there which do not mix each other. For example, there is oil and water. Then the surface tension comes into picture. Or in this case which we discussed, there is liquid water and air. So in that case you have two fluids which are immiscible. So in that case the surface tension comes into picture. The water droplets are spherical because of the same property, surface tension. Or you can also say that the bubbles what you see, they are also spherical because of the same reason, surface tension. So if you consider that the soap bubble itself, so inside also you have air, outside also you have air. Similarly, we are trying to find out work done in changing the area of a surface film. Here we have tried to take a simple example. There is a frame, there is a soap bubble type of a fluid here which can be changed, the area can be changed. So it obviously depends on the property surface tension. What is the maximum area which you can pull it out, depends on the surface tension of the fluid which you are placing here. Okay. So now if you try to increase it or decrease it, we are interested in knowing what is the work transfer. So work transfer equation can be given as minus sigma into dA, where sigma is surface tension of this film in Newton per meter. Okay, and area is the area of the surface film. Negative because work transfer is negative, work is done on the surface film. So sigma you take it outside, then what you will have is integration of 1 to 2 dA minus sigma. After integrating, what you get is A, apply the limits 1 to 2, what you get is A2 minus A1. Now what is the unit you are going to get? Sigma is the surface tension in Newton per meter. Sigma is the surface tension in Newton per meter and area is meter square. So meter gets cancelled out. What we will remain with is Newton meter, that is joule. So work done in changing the area of a surface film will be given by minus sigma into A2 minus A1, where A2 is the area after the after changing the area of a surface film, that is at state 2, and A1 is the initial area. This is final area and initial area, and sigma is the surface tension of the fluid which we are expanding here. The next type of, the other types of work which we are going to discuss is magnetization of paramagnetic solid. where work transfer is given by integration of, once again here negative because work is done on the system, minus H into dI, where H is the field strength and I is the component of magnetization of field in the direction of field. Now we will solve one of the problems on other type of works, where the problem is a piston and a cylinder machine containing fluid system. So the fluid is our system, has a steering device. So there is a steering device also. That means you will have to imagine there is a steering work also involved in this problem. In the cylinder as shown in figure. So the figure is given, the fluid is here and a steering or pedal wheel is here and the piston is here. So this is given to us, the figure is given. The piston is frictionless. That means he is trying to tell you this piston, between the friction between the piston and the cylinder is not there, it is frictionless. So you can assume that that can move up and down very easily. So he is saying the piston is frictionless and it is held against the fluid due to atmospheric pressure. So there is an atmospheric pressure from the above and it is held against the fluid because of the atmospheric pressure. So piston is in equilibrium, of course, then only it will be there. The atmospheric pressure is also given, which is 101.325 kilopascal. This value or data he may not give you. We know that the atmospheric pressure is 101.325 kilopascal. The steering device is 10,000 revolution with an average torque of 1.275 Newton meter. So steering device does the steering work, which is given by number of revolution, that is 10,000 revolution it has turned, and with an average torque of 1.275 Newton meter. Meanwhile, so this is happening, or this is with respect to steering. Then meanwhile the piston of 0.6 meter diameter moves out 0.8 meter. So when this is doing the steering work, the piston is moving a certain distance, that data is given. The diameter of the piston is given 0.6 meter and the length the piston moves, that is given, that is 0.8 meter. Now he is asking you find the net work transfer for the system. So first what we will do, we will try to write the data. A piston cylinder arrangement, steering device as shown in figure, the piston is frictionless and it is held against the atmospheric pressure. So atmospheric pressure is given, which is 101.325 kilopascal. You can convert it into Newton per meter square by multiplying it by 10 power 3, because from kilopascal to pascal or Newton per meter square is into 10 power 3. The steering device turned 10,000 revolution, that is denoted by N, with an average torque. Torque is given 1.275 Newton meter. Meanwhile, the piston of diameter is 0.6 meter. So the diameter of the piston is given 0.6 meter and it moves out from here to here. You can plot a second position. It can be like this. It has moved from here to here. This was the state 1 and this is state 2. Okay. So it has moved the length. You can call this as the length. You can call this as length. This is state 2. This length is 0.8 meter. Now find the net work transfer for the system. So there are two works involved. One is displacement work. The piston has moved from state 1 to state 2, that is displacement work, and the other work is steering work. So two works are there which you have to consider. So work net should be PDV work PDV plus work steering. So you have to consider both the works. Now in order to calculate the PDV work, we know 5 ideal processes: constant pressure, constant volume, constant temperature, or it can be reversible adiabatic, or it can be polytropic process. Now among those 5, which ideal process this system follows? We will have to, it is not given directly that it is which ideal process this system follows during the displacement work. So you have to analyze the problem and decide which type of ideal process it is. So here what is happening? The piston is, he is saying that it is a frictionless, and as soon as, what do you mean by frictionless? He is trying to tell you, as soon as any change in pressure or temperature in the fluid, the piston is free to move within the cylinder. That means to say, it is quite similar to atmospheric, the constant pressure process. So atmospheric pressure is there. Any change in pressure here, it is going to result in the movement of the piston. So if the pressure is changed here, the pressure is increasing, the piston moves upwards. If the pressure decreases here, the piston moves downwards. That means this is frictionless, means he is trying to tell you, as soon as the pressure changes, it is going to result in movement of the piston, making it act like a constant pressure. That is what he means to say. That means this process, what we are saying, from state 1 to state 2 is a constant pressure process. So first we will calculate work PDV, then we will move on to work stirring. Since it is a constant pressure process, the pressure which is constant here is atmospheric pressure. That will also be the same inside the piston, because it is balanced by the atmospheric pressure. If this is atmospheric pressure, the pressure inside the fluid or pressure inside the cylinder will also be atmospheric. Then only piston comes to equilibrium state. So pressure atmospheric into, you can say, V2 minus V1. Okay. Constant pressure process, we know the equation work transfer for a constant pressure process is pressure into V final minus V initial. Pressure is P atmospheric, V final is V2, V initial, that is volume initial, is V1. Or you can say that V2 minus V1 is the volume which is swept during this change of state. That means if you can calculate this volume change, that is from state 1 to state 2, that itself is V2 minus V1. You can calculate it separately if you want. V2 minus V1 is nothing but the area of the cylinder or piston multiplied by the length which the piston has moved. That is pi d square by 4 into the length which it has moved. You can write it like, first you can calculate V2 minus V1 is equal to pi d square by 4. This is the area and this is the length. So pi d square by 4, pi diameter is known to us, that is 0.6 meter square by 4 into length, that is 0.8 meter it has moved. So the swept volume what we are getting is 0.226 meter cube. So this is the volume or swept volume which we are talking about. This from state 1 to state 2, this is the volume. Now substitute it back there, you get PDV work. So 101.325 kilopascal, substitute it in Newton per meter square. Then the swept volume, you get work PDV as 22.9 into 10 power 3 joules. You can check out the unit. Pressure is in Newton per meter square, volume is in meter cube. So if you cancel this out, you will remain with Newton meter, that is joule. So you can also keep it in kilojoules, 22.9 kilojoules. So this is PDV work. We also have to work out the stirring work. So stirring work is given by the equation 2 pi nt. But we know that whenever it comes to other types of work, we will have to put this sign depending on whether the work is being done on the system or work is done by the system. Here you know that this is our system, fluid is our system, and work is done by the steering device on the fluid. So work is done on the system, it has to be negative. This sign you have to take care in other types of work. Unlike this PDV work, you do not get positive or negative sign directly. Okay. So since you are getting positive here, it means that work is positive. Whenever the volume is increased, obviously PDV work will be positive. You don't have to worry about putting a sign here. But when it comes to other types of work, you have to put the sign depending on whether work is done on the system or work is done by the system. So this is the equation which we know. So minus 2 pi, n is given to us 10,000. It is not given in revolution per minute or revolution per second. So you don't have to worry about the denominator unit. So torque is the only one factor in this whole equation which has got the unit, that is Newton meter. What is the torque he has given? 1.275 Newton meter. So obviously unit will be Newton meter. The answer what you are going to get is minus 80.11 into 10 power 3 joules or minus 80.11 kilojoules. So this is steering work. Now we are interested in net work. Net work will be work PDV plus work steering. So PDV work what we have got is 22.9 kilojoules and steering work what we are getting is minus 80.11 kilojoules. The answer what we are going to get is minus 57.21 kilojoules. So if you look at this system whole, this is consuming work, or in other words you can also say the amount of work you are giving it to the steering device has caused the piston to move upward. So if you look at this process from state 1 to state 2, that is piston movement, it has to be lesser than the steering work, because this work has resulted from the steering work which you have done on the piston. Because of that only the change in pressure has happened inside the cylinder or on the fluid, because of it the piston has moved. So obviously it cannot be greater than this in order to get the positive net work. So the answer what you are getting is negative, because the work is done on the system. The net work will be negative because this PDV work will definitely not be greater than that of the steering work. So this will be more, this will be less, hence the net work is minus 57.21 kilojoule. Thank you.